were underway. Denver wins the tap. Pistons come down and set up across quarter on Long, and John ties it at 2. Pistons go right of the lane to Long, and he fouls. Now even at 2 as Drewww triggers to Isiah. Now Kelly gets it back. Long gun over Vandal. Down to Long in the paint with a miss. Isiah misses a tip, gets the ball, hands to John. Second leading rebounder in the NBA off to Isiah. Isiah will scoop.
In his 14th year, boy, he's out of this world tonight.
He's 5 for 5. And a Glasser, it's good, and it's 20-18. Bill Hansley getting a guard for Denver. Pistons ball. Isiah will force. 20 to play here in the first. Now they'll work it on the wing. Vinnie Johnson working against the LSU. Kept alive by Vinnie Johnson. Saves for Lambeer. To Isiah to the hole again. Up and in. The play in the quarter. Pistons by 4. 38-34. Drewww back in the game.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to create that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling cream.
What's the usual run back and forget a big body banger was like 2 video. Now first things first, make sure you like and subscribe if I can. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm the build dealer on your local corner, and I'm coming with this Isiah Bad Boys Thomas current gen build video. That sure was requested a while back so here it is today. Before I wanted Isiah Thomas, you know, 5'9" Isiah Thomas with the AI, and y'all also wanted Isiah Thomas with the IA. You know, they're both spelled differently, of course, but yeah, I had a good time putting them into the builder and testing out and seeing what's going on. Also, quick discretion, so as y'all know, I just got to college, so yeah, literally while I was recording this, I was talking to my roommate, you know, like meeting him. So like, yeah, the game, like, it's chill, whatever, you know, but it's like, it's still Drew, you know what I mean? I'm doing what I gotta do. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, comment, what y'all want before we get into the video. You know, we only got a few more weeks till 2-23 comes out. But until then, without further ado, let's get right into the pie chart that I use for this Isiah Thomas current gen build video. All right, so as you see right here, I ended up using the playmaking and defense pie chart. Yeah, I think you could have saw that coming. I know. But see, the thing with Isiah Thomas is he could shoot middies very consistently, and I'll represent that with this build, which you will see in a little bit. Now, you see whatever the regular pie chart. Now, for the physical profile with the pure speed pie chart, because obviously, you know, you're a 6'1" guard. You want to be speedy. Isiah Thomas was very fast, very electric. He was definitely one of the players for his time who had advanced handles, like, you know, pretty much like what the Kyrie of our time was Isiah Thomas. But as you see right here, I have 390 points to play with. But eventually, you know, this is how the split is pretty much going to be. So I'm maxing out that pass accuracy, that ball handling, you know, perimeter defense, of course, lateral quickness, of course, steal, of course, and that defensive rebound. Now for shooting, it'll be mid-range shot, 3-point shot, and the free throw will go up. But I'm not maxing that out, but like, it'll go up. I might actually, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we're finishing. You're gonna max out that close shot, that driving layup, and that post against standing dunk, because I'm not trying to make that driving dunk high, because Isiah Thomas was not that heavy on the dunking, you know. But man's could dunk. He could dunk a bit, but it was just not his go-to. So I was like, with me, my whole idea on that was to make it as accurately playing as possible, because if, you know, Isiah Thomas was not here just jumping over you and dunking on you, I wanted to represent that with that build. But still, you can still dunk with this build, you know, hit the rim grazers, do what you gotta do. And yes, I did end up maxing out that free throw, so boom, you know, there you have it right here. And this is the pretty much overall split for Isiah Thomas, as you see right Here, you know, it's pretty balanced for what I would say, especially out of a defensive and playmaking pie chart. But I think you could play around with the attributes a little bit to like get more badge points. Say if you were to put all those points toward driving dunk, you definitely get more points in general. Now for body shape, you see I go defined. I dropped that height to 6'1" because yes, Isiah Thomas was 6'1", so this is me being accurate. And then you see I put the weight up since, you know, I can max out the weight and still maintain, you know, my 95 speed, which is really what I was trying to do. And I put the wingspan up to 81.1 for that better defense. And obviously your shooting goes down just a bit, but it's not an astronomical number, so you're still gonna be all right. And you see for the takeover, you have lockdown takeover, playmaking takeover, slashing takeovers, shocking takeover. See, normally I would go with playmaking takeover, but obviously I wanted to try some, you know, so I did lockdown takeover for here. And you see I made a two-way playmaker in shades of Baron Davis to Dejounte Murray and Mike Conley. So I think that is pretty good shades of for what I was trying to do for an Isiah Thomas build. So yeah, you know, we got to do like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, as you see right here, the badge spread is very balanced. You know, I have badges here and there, so I'm able to do what I got to do. You know, Isiah was definitely able to do a lot on the floor. You know, definitely underrated in terms of what he could and couldn't do, because I know a lot of people think of him as just playmaker and defender, but no, he could also score, obviously. Sure, he was primarily playmaking and doing what he had to do in that department, but there was still more to his game, so that's what I was trying to represent with this build. And as you see, I did what I had to do, you know. Now, it was definitely very shifty, very quick, very nimble. I was able to get past the front line pretty easily. Then on top of that, when I got to the back line, that Giant Slayer, Teardropper, you know, the finishing badges, they ended up working more often than not. So yeah, and then on top of that, you know, you got your playmaking where you get into the lane, you got to make the right pass, and boom, it's pretty easy. But yeah, with the Pistons, you know, see, obviously I wasn't growing up in Bad Boys Pistons, but I hate when everybody always over exaggerates the physicality of the time, because the thing is, like, you can just, it wasn't ever football. You know, obviously you may not get ejected for it, but like, it would still be called. You know, if you look it up, there was about the same amount of personal fouls in the 90s as there was now, you know. And if you really look it up as well, defense was the best in the 2000s, you know, not the 90s. But old heads love sticking to the fact that the 90s was the best defense, but it's just not, it's not right at all. So, I mean, okay, I guess, but like, you know, I really do wish that I could have seen that play live, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 5K, you know what I'm saying? Comment any builds y'all want, and I will eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.